Being treated like I was unworthy. I always have been my whole life, my whole childhood. I'm used to an alcoholic father, and realizing that, my mom didn't even know her own worth, so how could I know mine? My ex-fiance came back from Iraq, and the first day was great. And then I realized that every day that went on, I was making up every excuse possible for him, that it was okay the way he treated me, how I felt, the way his family was treating me. When I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, it was the worst heartache I'd ever felt in my entire life, because in that moment I knew, this is it. I'm gonna be with this man forever, and this is the way I'm gonna be treated and the way my children are gonna be raised. And I talked myself into going back because I knew, I absolutely had nothing. I had nowhere to go, I had no job, so I had no choice but to go back. That's the way my life was, that's the way it was always gonna be. I was going to a checkup and an ultrasound, and I seen my daughter, and I was laying there, and I was the happiest I could be, because, oh my goodness, why was I so unhappy to be pregnant when babies are a blessing? And the longer I laid there, I started realizing that something was wrong, that nothing about the ultrasound was right. And even though everything in my life was awful, I had my two children, and that's all that mattered to me. But then I found out that 2 weeks prior to that day, my daughter had died. And I was so miserable and so unhappy. One Sunday I woke up, I had a horrible hangover. I wasn't at my house, I don't know where I was at, but I got up and I came to church, and that was the first day I had decided to come to church. I don't know why, but I did. I was worshiping and I was just crying, because for some reason I was supposed to be here. When I started coming to church, I was coming every Sunday, and every Sunday I was sitting here, and in my head I just kept hearing more. And Laura walked up to me and she started talking to me about Switch, and I was like, oh, there it is. Ever since that moment, God's been so satisfied with me, because he literally led me there, led me here to be here for Switch. He's actually done that with quite a few people here. He kept telling me to go talk to them, and I'm like, nope, send someone else. I'm not about that. And I did, and I'm like, I'm just gonna start listening to everything you tell me to do, because my life just keeps improving.